All right, back with Marcy Newbold, who came down to tell us that she really had no part at all in this latest excursion into cathode radiology that her husband, Dr. X, has ventured into, other than helping to carry the TV sets.
Maybe opening the trunk.
Oh, getting him home and getting him down to the basement.
Holding the door open.
When you're upstairs, do you ever hear things coming in like, you know, when he's down there creating? Do you ever hear?
No, but I do hear him sort of like.
Yeah. Makes you wonder what's going on down there. All right. So this is marvelous. The two images now, these the first two in the series, or do you have others?
These are the first two in the series, and I have quite a few other ones, but it was too heavy to bring all of them down here today. And I want to keep some of them as a surprise, because when I have my next show, I want them to be some that have never been seen by anybody. So I have to keep those secret.
But these two focus in on brains and skulls. Aren't you going to do chest cavities and hip areas and stuff like that?
Oh, yeah, I'm going to do all sorts of different areas. But I found that of these, when you put a skull on it and people, I don't know, somehow the activity behind the brain really gives people ideas about things. So I found skulls, and people identify, I found, with certain body parts more than others, you know.
Plus, we all have a skull.
We all have a skull. And I found that intestines just aren't too, you know, people aren't too thrilled about intestines, you know, broken arm or a leg or something like that. Although hands and feet are very interesting, and and to see what the inside of your hand looks like is pretty interesting to a lot of people.
Well, I think that image there is very fascinating, with making the brain come alive, so to speak. Could that be metamorphized in some other use, that particular image, or you know, with?
Oh my God! Now that's truly frightening, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Would you like to see it from the CAT scan position? I'll be darned.
It's a profile.
Yeah, everyone asks me if I like antipasto. I don't even know what antipasto is. You met Boris Karloff.
Yeah, very good.
That's very cool.
Boy, now that just brings a whole new dimension to it.
Could you do Marcy in her nightie and her house flops sometime and bring that down the show?
I'm not sure she would like to have her nightie shown, but we could do the bunny slippers.
You could put bunny slippers inside there.
Yeah.
And the other one that you showed us, if we get a chance to throw the one on the viewer's left, I've already formed an impression of what that reminds me of. Those 9 skulls shot from the CAT scan angle.
Yes.
To me, that could also be traffic signals at 4 a.m. on a New Year's Eve after you've had too much to drink. See,
well, you know, I haven't.
You'd look up and see, you'd see 3 sets of traffic if you.
I haven't named that one yet, and so
I'm gonna. 4 a.m. New Year's Day.
That's what I'm gonna call it. That's its name. 4 a.m. New Year's Day. New Year's Day. Blitzed.
Yeah. Not that I've ever been, but I'm just saying it occurred.
And that's what that reminds you of. That's really interesting.
People when people imbibe too much, sometimes they get double vision.
But you weren't driving; you were being driven home. You were in the back seat.
Well, I've never done that.
You just heard about it.
Yeah.
In the abstract.
Yeah, AAA is going to be on here later on. We're going to talk about drunk driving and cutting back on, drinking too much. It just dawned on me that's what that could be.
Well, we're going to call from now on. We're going to call that one 4 a.m. New Year's Day Blitzed. See?
Blitzed.
Yeah. You want me to put a hyphen or a slash, or how do you want me to do that?
Now, this really upsets me, because we had it set up before with the brain that they were going to put your face in there. And then he went around and put my face in there.
Yeah.
Doesn't that spoil the image?
Oh, but Dick, you're the star of the show.
Of this show.
You're the star.
But you're the creator of the piece.
And I like to share that with my friends, and that's why we have you in this.
See how you are. And the flyer that you sent with your Christmas card, that was fun. But you say whoever the artist was didn't capture you 3 at all?
Oh, this Bob Dixon, New York City. He does a great job, but I don't know. I sort of look like Chelsea Clinton, and Tom, I don't even know who that man is. And that dog, he looks somewhat like our little boy.
He looks a little like Inspector Grebin there.
Really? Who's that?
Are you kidding?
Yeah, no.
Naked Gun and all that stuff.
Okay. Yes, now I know who you're talking about. All right. Yeah. I didn't recognize the name.
Especially with that hat on.
With that hat on, yeah.
Well, they have that scene where they're practicing safe sex, in the movie.
I know, with the...
now the dog, how'd the dog react?
Oh, Nipper.
Nipper, well, he doesn't think it's a very good likeness of him either. He's not happy with it. So, you know, next year we'll have to come up with a new idea, I guess, huh?
Speaking of new ideas, I have one for you to entertain at least. You've
All
been
right.
dealing so far with human x-rays and so forth. Will you ever branch out into other animals? Other
I have.
species?
I've already done that. Yes, I've dogs. I've got one that's called Dog Eat Dog, in which it's X-rays of dogs, and they're holding their mouths open with these clamp-like things, which looks really weird. And they use a glove that's lead-lined to hold the dog down, which really is sort of strange because it's sort of almost like a mitten, but it's hard to tell what it is because they have to hold the animals down because they tend to squirm around and everything.
And they're protecting themselves from the x-ray?
And they're protecting themselves with their lead-lined gloves. So they're
Does that ever bother you when you're in a dentist chair and the technician steps out of the room?
It makes you wonder,
It makes you wonder.
It does. Every time I do that, you know, once a year they x-ray. And,
well, you know what my
and they put this big lead thing on the front of you.
I
these
know.
little things there, and this thing comes over against your face, and then they step out of the room.
It makes you wonder. In fact, our dentist gave me Marcy's x-rays of her teeth and said it was a glamour shot and that I should use it in my exhibition. So now Marcy's famous because her teeth are in one of my x-ray art exhibitions.
Isn't that wonderful?
Isn't it, though?
I tell you. The family that explores art together stays together.
That's very true.
That's obviously the answer here.
That is the answer.
All right, dear hearts. I didn't even ask you. I did ask you if Santa Claus was good to you. I know he always is to you.
He's always good.
I know.
He brought me a Louis Vuitton portfolio.
Because he likes you. Everybody likes you.
Everybody.
Anytime. Okay. Thank you both very, very much. Happy New Year.
Thank
Happy
you.
New Year to you.
Yeah. January 1st, 4 a.m. Blitzed.
I got it.
Okay.
I got it.
We'll be back with more of the magazine after a timeout on ICN 6.